Athletes, 4 athletes. Athletes, 4 athletes. Athletes, 4 athletes. Athletes, 4 athletes.
A very good evening and welcome to you all. My name is Themba Madima and we are ready for NOSWEAT.
When did you decide with that little start?
I don't know. It just came to me like, I don't know if it was in a dream or I just felt it in my blood. But I know it's right. It feels right. It's got a nice ring to it, right, fellas? NOSWEAT. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got such amazing guests with us this evening. I'm so excited, man. We're gonna have an amazing time. Let me just start with obviously I call him the white wizard, Erwin Schmidt. You know him very well. There is Erwin Schmidt.
Yeah, what up, guys? Glad to be back after a little break and after the Olympics.
Yeah.
So, let's get cracking.
We're back in here and we've got an esteemed guest all the way from Mozambique, the Mozambican Express. He goes by the name of Couto. And ladies and gentlemen, raining all the way from Wakanda, the Tsonga Express, Tsonga man with power, fastest man in South Africa, record holder, Akani Simbine. How's everybody doing? Curtis, how you doing?
I'm nice. Are you nice?
I'm nice, man. I'm nice. Ready for an awesome evening. We're gonna have a good time. Simbine, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay. Good, man. You're looking still lean, looking like you're in season, you know, looking in shape.
No way, a couple kilos.
He said that's the difference. That's me. He goes down kilos when he's off season, you know. Some of us usually go up, so that's interesting.
That means I'm out of season for a while now.
Yeah, that's crazy. How you doing, Schmidt? You good?
Yeah, I'm alright, man. There's a lot of things going on. I'm looking forward to tonight's talk. We're going to touch on some of the super performances we've seen at the Twiza Super Schools. Looking forward to that. Looking forward also to have a look at the School of Speed. What's going on there?
That's coming up soon.
Did we see a national record at the Twiza Schools?
Yeah, we did. She goes by the name of Michaela van der Westhuizen.
Michaela van der Westhuizen, yeah.
59.00 meters with the discus throw. So yeah, there was javelin throw. So there was something big. It's always exciting to see national records. We were all there. You were there. Akani, what did you think of the competition?
It was amazing to see so many kids already competing, throwing, jumping. For me, it's always been the main thing. Make sure the kids, make sure the younger athletes are coming through, making sure that they are still competing, they are hungry to be when we are able to take it to another level. So it was really great being out there.
Absolutely. Kurt, you were also there. I saw you were running around behind the scenes, making sure things are good as well.
Yeah, it was nice, It's always good to watch the future of South Africa run, becoming this, just the excitement overall that track is back, or sport is back, and the kids get the opportunity to run and compete after having, give or take 2 years or a year and a half.
Yeah.
Of nothing, and as they were about to go, they were held back.
Yeah.
Restrictions. So it was good to be out there.
It's crazy, especially if you think of primary school, for instance. We were also streaming at a primary school, and there was literally they didn't run in 18 months. 18 whole months since they last competed. So it just goes to show, people are hungry for sport. It's good to see athletics back. It's good to see, the kids out there running, the little bambinos. Who knows? Maybe the next Akani Simbine.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
I'm hoping so. We need a lot of them.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Come on.
That can be a good song. It's got a nice rhythm to it.
Hey, put a beat on that.
Put a beat on there.
Yeah, but absolutely, man. I think that's the most important thing. But before we get into all that talk, we're gonna get into Twiza. We need to speak to the man. A lot of people online were asking questions about the brand, building the brand. That's one of the topics we're gonna be focusing on for the evening. People want to know, how do they go about building their personal brand? How do they go about being, more than just a runner? It's easy to run. I ran, nobody cares. You know what I mean? Kurt runs, whole Mozambique knows his name, and he's an icon. Akani Simbine
How can you
runs.
say no one cares when you ran? I was there every single time. I cried with you. I cheered with you.
Credit all my disappointments.
Nobody, baby.
Hey, no man, I'm shy. But I mean, family cares, Erwin cares. Yeah, but I mean, like, end of the day, you have to build an image. You know what I mean? And I think that's important. Building a brand. We had Patuchezo Maswanganyi. He was number 9 when we had our last podcast. And number 10, we've got a big dog, to round it off. A nice number 10 for the man who's been under 10 seconds more than anybody in South Africa. I think we can probably even challenge for Africa too. Yeah, way. 30.
Let's take a bet because I know Akani would probably know how many times he dipped under 10.
To be honest,
You don't know.
I don't know.
I stopped at 32, but I think it's at 34.
Yeah, so I guess 35 actually. The final. You guess 34.
I guess 34. I guess.
Wait, man. No. Wait, guys. All those other ones that happened in Europe as well. It might be 36, huh?
I don't know. I know it's 30 plus.
Yeah. Okay. So that's interesting. We'll get into that. But let's start with the first topic, just to get the ball cracking. Kurt, before we ask Akani, the brand. How important is it to build the brand, outside of the running?
Themba, outside of the running, it's really important. That's your performance can say one thing, but how you carry your brand can be totally different. So we could be speaking a matter of the good example that Akani is, and then you can find someone else just as successful and in that same limelight, but his brand is just not as successful as, say, the brand Akani Simbine.
Yeah.
So it's really, really important.
Smitty, you've worked in many companies where branding is very important, marketing as well. So tell us about the brand. How important is it? We don't see much of it. We've obviously, like we said, we've got a few guys in South Africa who have managed to get it right. Other guys are still working on it. How important is it to build a brand?
Well, the most important thing you have when you're an athlete or whenever you, even in the product industry, is the name. Because that's your first point of recognition. And then what you do to back up or to really create the brand archetype. So that's various different personalities. So the difference between having a product and from what I would see being a person, athlete, would you are who you are.
Yeah.
So and you've got your various different views. So you have your brand archetype set, and that's really in the DNA of how you were brought up, and then where you see yourself going. With when you have a look at Pepsi or you have a look at Coca-Cola. Might have different identities. One would be the hero, one would be the outlaw, and you see this back and forth in how they position themselves against each other. So it's two different things. So I know more the product side of it, not that much the personality, and that's why we have AK here, the Sub 10, to take us a little bit through that.
Sub 10 King.
Sub 10 King.
That's what they know. That's what they know me for.
So tell us about it. Was it something that you strategically planned? Is it something that you sat down with the team? How do you build a brand? You don't just wake up Akani Simbine known all over the world. Yes.
I think it's a combination of things. I think it's your team, it's you as an individual, it's you as your athlete, where you come from, and how you want to portray your story to the people, how you want to inspire the next generation, and when I started, I didn't focus on the brand. I was just running, and I had my manager, I had his team, make sure that, I am focused enough to work on my training and my running, but also when I speak to media, when I speak to my sponsors or approach people, I do portray myself as a confident athlete, an athlete that can push his own brand, but also align with another brand. I've aligned with big brands, and it's long time. It's been a long time I've been with them. It's been successful. And it's just been teaching yourself to actually put yourself with. But grow how do I put it like this? Grow yourself enough in a way to put yourself with the big dogs. Put yourself in a position where you are attracting the big brands to you, and then everything works out.
I like what you say there, because you end of the day, you mentioned that even yourself as a top athlete, you work personally to make yourself available to these big sponsors, to create your brand consciously and subconsciously. You go about trying to build your brand. It's not something that just happens. I think many athletes might think that once you've run a first time, everybody must come to me and it's gonna just happen automatically.
Everybody thinks that you just run and then your brand is gonna be done for you. There are so many athletes out there that run fast, jump high, throw far, that they don't have a brand. They don't have anything that can align to a corporate company, and that's the main thing that we all could learn from Usain. He was the best of the best. He was a character on the track, and which attracted so many people to him. And as sports people, we are entertainers. We are people who are there to do sports first, but then at the same time, you have your brand that you need to look after. You have your brand that you need to make sure that you are putting together the right pieces, you are walking the right path, and you are attracting the right people around you. And you have a team that can protect everything that you are in that, so that when you come out in the light, it's protected and looked after. But it is a good brand to align with.
Absolutely, man. I think it's not as easy as it sounds. Let's just be honest about it. So, Akani Simbine, you said obviously there's everybody knows your personality. There's a bit of persona. There's a lot of things that you need to also protect. Because end of the day, like you said, it's like entertainment. When Usain gets to the track, people want to be, are you not entertained? When you get on the track, people want to see a sub 10. You know, and Smitty has said it many times. There's times where it's like he has no right to be running that fast. You know, it's, what are you doing? Like, why?
A couple of times, yeah.
You know, it's exactly that.
Yeah.
And I think like the running the sub 10 and being the sub 10 king, that's something that was brought on by other people.
Yeah.
I ran and everything, but I didn't think that's like I'm actually building a brand of myself by running so many sub 10s. You know, I just performed and I knew what I wanted to do on the track, but then everything else outside the track came together. But it's important to have a team around you.
Yeah,
that's very vital, because if you're gonna walk this journey alone, you aren't gonna go very far.
Absolutely, I totally agree. Smitty, anything you would like to direct to that brand, Akani? I mean, you just say Akani Simbine. You know you're a brand when people know you by name and surname, or they know you just by your name. You know what I mean? You got one or two choices. Either you are Ronaldo, or you are Akani Simbine, or you are, you know, Casta Semenya, or you are, you know, a lot of LeBron James, Michael Johnson, Usain Bolt. You know, once people know you like that, it means, man, you've built a brand, and you've also been able to pull in your clan name. You know what I mean? The Simbines will be known all over the world because of you. But yeah, I think that's very important.
Well, you want me to add something?
Yeah, I want you to add something.
Yeah, I actually would love to see the challenge where he runs more than 97 sub 10 seconds races.
Yeah.
Man,
that's a world record.
That's a safa, man.
Let's get
Like,
to 100.
That's a safa.
That's a con.
You know?
It could be.
Right now it's a safa, but he's trying to get that 100, but it's not impossible.
Yes,
You know, it's not impossible to do it. That's something in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
You know, I used to play around with coach and be like, you know what, yo, let's try go for this this record,
Yeah.
you know, and try run as many sub 10s as we can.
Wow.
And yeah, I remember I said to my coach, I told him like, no, like I need to make sure that every season I'm dropping 10s, I'm dropping sub 10s. Every season I am running in races that can make me drop sub 10s, you know, because having that makes you a quality performer, makes you a quality competitor, makes you an athlete that they know that when you step on the track, you can drop a sub 10.
Monday to Sunday.
That's why you can choose whenever you want to run.
Oh, but with that one, right? Like I worked on that. Like I remember in the beginning of my career, it wasn't choosing. You take the scraps. You take whatever they give you. You know, you try get into a race and they're like, no, it's full. You know, and I remember my first Diamond League. I got in and I was like, whoa, I'm actually in a Diamond League. And I was in a Diamond. My first Diamond League was with literally Gatlin, Tyson Gay, Mike Rogers, Asafa, Lausanne Diamond League, and they literally put me lane 5. I had to split Gatlin and Tyson.
Sure.
Bruh, I was watching that race from the start, but it's a different ball game, you know. And I'm grateful for my journey. I'm grateful for learning what I've learned throughout the ranks, and just to learn more, you know, because Akani the brand is still growing, it's still learning, it's still adapting, and it's still getting better, you know, and I need to make sure that I am a brand that can reach more people than I've reached right now.
Yeah, man. I think they say more is more. I mean, at the end of the day, you're on the right path, man. I think, and that's why, like on social media, people are asking the question. Listen, man, how does he do it? There's even more questions that came up later. People are asking stuff about in the topics, but we'll get to that part later in the topics.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the Twizzler Super School series. That's the next topic we're going to be touching on. I mean, as we said, to see school sports back, you know what I mean, back on the track, and to have such a big competition as well. You know what Twizzler is doing, continually committing to the sport, you know, and bringing these competitions. You know, when we were young, we always thought, man, I wish there was a competition that could crowned the best school in the country. Well, who's the best school in the country? No, we are. You know what I mean? Maybe we need to get more content. We hear how the people, how the kids are talking on the streets. What did they feel like their school is the best? Who's saying their school is the best? But this competition brings it right to your screens. It brings it live. Reimsig, we had the regional 1 qualifier.
That's a good. That was your first one that you attended.
Yeah, you're right. That was my first one.
Yeah, so give us I know being in the back of the production and the live stream, you're kind of everywhere, but now and then you get to stand back and take it all in. What's your thoughts?
No, look. So I did majority of my running here in South Africa. Finished primary and high school over here, and then obviously came to South Africa to pursue the running further. And when I was running in high school, I never had what the children here had, or what I witnessed at Reimsig, and it was really it was inspiring to watch, And like Themba said, are you going to key something that will, or pinpoint something that will say that school is the best, and nothing better than the regional 1, and then they go on, and then we have the final next year, which
so it's kind of like a north-south. So we've got the next one that would be I think on the 23rd, and that will be in Cape Town Stadium.
Correct.
And there you get the best schools on the north, so they'll compete, and there's a couple of schools that will qualify from there for the final, and then this would be the regional one. So we did see rain, Thames. I know you want to touch on that in this first regional one, and then what's the results from that?
So obviously with the competition being, it's all about ranking the best schools. So I'll give you a full breakdown of, because of also weather conditions, we were not allowed to technically. There was no winner because the competition was not completed. You understand that? I think it's important that those who are watching understand that the competition was not completed. So we had to work on just the standings as it happened at that moment or at that time. So just to give you a breakdown of this, so it's a very big breakdown. If you look at the standings from the first one, we had a total of 37 schools that competed. That's so encouraging to see 37 schools all competing at one go. That just shows you that there's so much competition, there's so much potential for growth, and there's so much potential for development at the schools and so on. And then so in first place, or let's not call it first place, in the standings, the leading school was the Hoër School Menlo Park. They had 35,440. So this is not a winner. This is just rankings at points until the rain dropped and the competition had to stop. And then we had Prestige College in second with 34,880. Third was Help Makar with 32,400 points. So how these points work, they use all the performances, and from the performances they will get the rankings of schools based on female and male participation. And then we had the Hoër School Waterkloof in fourth, and fifth with Hoër School Swartkop with 31,846. We had Hoër School Noordheuvel seventh. On the current rankings was Klerksdorp with Tucksport High School, Vorentoe, Nelspruit to Hoër School, Hoër School Kempton Park was there as well. Hoër School Randburg was 12th. 13th was Garsfontein. We had 14th Hoër School DR Milan, Hoër School Marefeloon, and the list goes on up to 37. Should I go through all of them? We can go.
No, you don't need to go through all of them.
That's just an idea of how it was. So I repeat, the competition was not completed. We were all there. The weather got bad, and it was not done. So there is no actual winner.
Is that your way for saying sorry for your Facebook post?
No, it got dangerous, and I'm glad they were quick to react. I mean, the lightning was there, and it was literally split second, and the announcer on the field, I think it was Tabang, right? The commentator.
Thabo, yeah.
Thabo. He brought everyone in and made sure people were in the grandstands with their masks on, complying to COVID, and then we just needed to wait, and it didn't get better. So with that said, it was a pity not to end, but yes, the people back home must take note that the competition did not finish.
Thank you, Curtis.
Cool. So you know what we got? We got some pretty cool performances.
Yeah.
Did you find out the kid, the 15-year-old, that little sprinter? What his name is? I think he's also from Menlo.
Oh, from Menlo. I'll get his name shortly.
Okay.
Can I
ran the 10.58.
Yes,
Yeah, I remember
yes.
seeing that
Oh
kid,
my
bro. I
goodness.
was
He's
like,
training at the
what?
World School Menlo. That boy is fast.
Yeah.
I've got a picture of him here. What's his name? I'll get his name shortly. His name is Roland Groskop.
Grotskov.
You know what I'd like to see?
Grotskov.
I'd like to see, we have all these young athletes that are running really fast and running really well. Take them from junior and get them to the senior ranks and make them perform in the senior ranks.
Yeah.
Because we're losing so many athletes when they leave high school.
Yeah.
And they start turning senior, and it's a different story. So for me, I just want to see all the younger athletes pushing through, from the juniors. We had a great World Juniors.
Yeah, amazing.
Medals
Yeah.
galore. And I want to see that group coming through with more, and then we can take on the whole teams, team awards, beating the Americans,
Yeah.
beating the Great Brits, the Netherlands,
Yeah.
those big teams. When you get to World Champs, you just see these teams 50 plus athletes.
Sheesh.
Then it's us. It's
Yes.
12.
So talking about these athletes, do we want to talk to some of them?
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
yeah?
do it.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
please.
Who we got first up?
We've got 3 athletes that we're going to be chatting to. We can start with Aiden Smith. He obviously one of the leading performances when it comes to field athletes on the competition, based on points. So they use a point system to see which athlete performed the best on the field and so on. I mean, he's been a phenomenal athlete. He went to World under 20 championships as well, and he's just continuing that form. So let's dial him in and see if we can get a hold
You
of him.
guys got the mic there ready?
Yeah, we got it. I'll chat to
Let
him.
me check it. See it? Yeah. Here we go. So I'm giving him a call. Should be hear him ringing here in a sec. Here we go. What's up? What a lovely podcast technology.
It's so cool. It literally is so cool.
Hello,
Hello,
Aiden. How you doing, buddy?
good in you?
Superman, you are live on the podcast right now. I've got Akani Simbine in front of me. I've got Erwin Schmidt in front of me, as well as Couto. Man, and we want to just chat to you about the Twiza Super School series from Ramsar, and just you as
Be
an
nice and ask him if he has time to take your call.
you've got time to talk, right?
You might be bombarding
Kick
him.
him down.
No, I mean we spoke. I mean you and I spoke. We said I'm gonna call you. You fine. You're happy.
Yeah, I'm happy.
So listen, but tell us about the experience. Obviously, Twiza Super School Series is such a unique competition because besides also performing well, I know you were one of the best track athletes for your shot put. The school doing well is important. Tell us about this competition and what does this competition mean to you and the school?
Well, for the school itself, it's good to see, seeing how we are competing as a school against SA athletes, and where do we, compete against them, and to see we were in front before the rain stopped the events. It's a huge accomplishment for Menlo, and yes, it was really, really great. And for me itself, I've got my biggest competitors at this event, and it was really a great competitive experience for me. And yes, I took the record of my own biggest competition, so
Yeah, that's
I'm glad about that.
solid stuff, man. Well done. I've also got Akani Simbine here. He wants to ask you some questions. I'm gonna hand it over to him. You're speaking to a big man here.
Yeah, bro. What's up, man?
Good evening.
Good, thanks, bro. For me, it's just I want to know, like, where do you want to see yourself? You know, where do you want to go with athletics? Do you have dreams of being, you know, in the Diamond Leagues, world champs and all these things? You know.
Yeah, the Diamond Leagues and everything like that, it's part of the progress to get to the Olympics. So my biggest goal is to go to the 2024 Olympics and get a gold there. I just want to go straight ahead for the gold because if I follow my training program, I think it's going to be possible to get gold in my first Olympics.
Yeah, anything is possible, bro. I'll see you there. Where was 24 is in Paris?
Yeah.
That's right.
Then we're going to be in
24
Paris together.
Olympics.
We'll be in Paris together then.
Yes. I hope so.
Aiden,
Yes.
man, you know, I remember when we interviewed you before.
World records. That's what.
Yeah, remember that?
He was speaking about world records.
Yeah. You know, we interviewed you before you left for World Juniors, and even before that, we spoke to you, and you were like, you know, you want to break the world record and you know, essay record and that type of thing. And I mean, that's what it's so encouraging to hear these youngsters, you know, with such ambitions. Tell us, how do you plan? You know, how do you and your coach work towards setting goals, breaking records, whether it's at school level, but also like to say you want to be at 2024 and medal. I mean, that's big stuff, you know.
It's big.
Yeah, I know, but if I follow the training progress, and I think it's going to be possible. The world record for me right now, I just need height on my ball. If I get that height on my ball, I think I'm going to break it easily. My ball is flat. It's deep 20s. I think I average 4, 5, 20 meters per competition.
Yeah.
So I don't think on the SA record, I think that will come if I just get height on my ball, but I think I'm going to get a solid 22, 23 meters if I just get height on my ball.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Kurt, do you want to...
training, I do it easily. Just the competition, I have to get that height.
All right, man. Aiden, thanks a lot, man. We're going to be seeing you in more competition.
Isn't his birthday coming up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Aiden, can you hear me?
Hi.
Yeah, man, sorry, we flipping around the mic here on the table. You can check it afterwards. Your birthday is Monday, isn't it?
Yeah, my birthday is Monday.
Yeah, I was checking out your age earlier. Trying to figure out if you were competing at a higher age at Worlds. But
they were all 19, 20, and I think 21. I'm not sure, but it was a great experience. I think next year I'm definitely going to get a gold or surely medal. It was a big jump. I just came back from COVID and I had a week to prepare for that world, so it was a big jump from a 5 to the 6 kg. So I just went for the experience, try to see what I can do, but otherwise I think I'm gonna win the next year's worlds.
Cool, man. So listen, I'm all about birthdays, and I can see AK is jumping up and down, but it seems like he's got a present in mind for you, saying he'll deliver it for you at your house. let him tell you what it is.
Oh my goodness.
So, Erwin told me it's your birthday. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Erwin told me your birthday is coming up. So from me to say happy birthday and to wish you all the best, and you know, I want to see you in Paris in 24, and for you to win world champs next year.
Yeah.
I will give you a signed pair of my spikes, and I will deliver it to you personally.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that will be a great honor.
Yeah, I'm about the youth, you know, and I'm about the you know, the belief and wanting yourself to be the best, and that's really great. And I just want to wish you the best, and I will see you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Erwin will give me the details.
I'll get the details from him.
Okay, I'll send you the details.
Awesome.
Alright, sweet, bro.
All right, Aiden,
Thanks,
a lot, buddy.
Aiden.
We'll chat to you soon. Keep training. Shout out to you and your coach and your school. Yeah, keep it up.
Okay, sharp Themba, thank you.
Sharp.
Thank you all.
All right.
Ciao.
Cheers,
Cheers,
bye.
man. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, what a lucky guy.
Yeah, cool.
It's fun to speaking to the youngsters, eh?
Yeah.
Man, I enjoy it. You get these different personalities. You get a feel of how serious they are in track and field and where their minds are. Because also track and field, you got to remember in schools, competes against other sports too. So a big guy like Aiden to be focusing on track and field instead of rugby. I know he's a very good rugby player as well, and there's some eyes on him for that too. Now that's massive. So it's great to hear that.
Yeah, but I mean, you just chat with him, you can hear he loves it. He lives it. Even when there'll be times where you see him on the track doing drills with the sprinters and just trying to get better and better. So yeah, man, I think that's
But career advice: stay away from touch rugby. That's a dangerous one.
Yeah, but I have a confession.
Yeah, please.
So I actually became a fan of shot put.
Oh, cool.
Like I watch that.
You love it.
You like Krause, huh?
Hey, those
I like
guys,
them all actually.
They throw big.
Well,
Oratio,
Krause, yeah. Oratio,
Kovacs.
like for me, he's our home dog, so
Yeah.
I always back him. But shot put is actually really crazy to watch.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting event. Cause you just see those big guys, bro. Those guys they can't even fit through doors. You just
They big. They are big.
okay. Watching.
That's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I like the shot put as well. So one of my favorites is actually the javelin. Alright, so I saw the guy from India as well. Can't remember his name. Yeah, man, that was pretty cool to see him take the Olympic medal.
I did not
It's
expect
pretty
it.
good.
I never expected it.
There was I remember when I first started athletics, there was this javelin thrower, Pit Kamaki.
Oh yes,
Come on, the finish.
legend.
I will never forget. I was watching with Diamond League once, and he threw the javelin, and it went into one of the officials' bags.
What? Yeah. It was in one of the Golden Leagues.
Yeah, it was Golden League.
I think the guy, if it's not the official, I think the official was by the long jump.
Is the official okay?
Yeah, it's
he
fine.
was
Man.
fine.
Okay. It's like took it like a man. Walk it off.
It was a far throw, but it went, and it just went.
It went
goof
off and
in it.
pegged him.
But he always used to throw 85 plus.
Yeah.
Always.
I think it's Jan Selesky that I also liked. He used to come and train in South Africa, and I think he's got the world record closest to the 100 meters, 98. He loved training in Potch as well.
Have you seen those guys gym?
No, I see them throw.
Oh.
That might be actually a pretty cool documentary to do, or not documentary, like just a little short film.
Yeah.
I don't know,
That's
Thames.
crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see what you're up to. Who we got next?
All right. Next up, we've got there's two more. We've got Precious Mulepo.
All right. So
She's a 400-meter sensation. I don't know if you guys have heard of her, man.
From Prestige.
From Prestige.
She
College.
moves,
Prestige.
man.
Yeah, doing good things.
She
Let's
ran-
see. Let's call her
So
in and see
let's
if we can
throw
get
the
her.
dice. Here we go.
She ran 54.
Sent her a message earlier. She was online a sec ago.
And her name was Precious.
Okay, cool. So let's hang up on this one. We'll get back to it. I think next in line you have Ruan Oosthuizen. Is that correct? Also a 400 meter runner.
Yes.
Okay, let's try Ruan.
No one wants to.
Is he on campus? No.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, Ruan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing awesome, and you?
Cool, man. We're here in the studio live. We are here in the studio live, Ruan, and we got Akani Simbine in front of me here. I've got Couto in front of me. I've got Erwin Schmidt in front of me.
And then I got a video of you racing Themba in the streets.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So we just want to talk to you about the Twiza Super School Series and your performance. Obviously, you were best male track athlete at the event. Just tell us about the competition and what it was like running that 47.05. You were flying, man.
Yeah, okay, so to start it off, I began 2 weeks before the race day. I talked to myself and I motivated myself with my training buddy to push myself
Yeah.
and not run against the other people about my own race, because I have a fear that if I think of my competitors, I will do badly and not perform well.
No, that's good, man. I think it's important to, before a race, to have your focus and to have your plans. And then you ran a phenomenal race. You come across the line. I don't know if there wasn't a clock. I think the clock was down at the time. But what are you thinking when you heard or saw that you ran a 47:05? What was your coach saying, and how did you feel?
My coach was very proud. I didn't think we both thought that I was going to run 47. I actually pushed to break the 48 barrier, my PB. So when I saw 45, 46 near the end line, I was very eager to get that 47, and I just got it. So I'm very glad.
Amazing stuff. I've got Akani Simbine here in front of you.
And Kurt's
And
a
Kurt Couto.
formidable 400 hurdles runner. I know he's dying for some questions for you. He also watched your race, and we were up in the not the commentary booth, actually the mixing booth. Quite amazed with the time that you ran. So Kurt, over to you.
So,
Yeah,
Ruan, you hear me, right?
the line's very bad. I'm sorry.
Do you hear me now?
Should be better.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
So, talk to me about your transition. How did you run that race? What's your game plan as you get to this blocks? Because obviously, I'm a 400 meter hurdler. I can judge myself on hurdle to hurdle, and yes, I've gone to how can I say, to the Olympic Games, so I have a different strategy. What's your strategy to run the 400 meters?
I actually copied my style from Wade, but obviously not the same. So I usually do the first 10 couple of steps out of the blocks extremely fast, almost like Akani does it at the...
I believe that. I can believe that.
I'm just kidding. And yeah, my coach taught me how to run the 400 right, because at the beginning of the year essays, I ran the back straight slow, and everybody just kept on going far ahead, and I changed that to just sprinting the last 300 with everything that I have.
All right, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, keep fighting, keep training hard, and keep beating Themba, please. Okay.
Yeah, please.
I have a question. Wait, I have a question.
Yeah, Akani's got a question.
Yes.
How do you deal with the lactic?
Quick out of the blocks.
Okay, so actually this is kind of weird, but I googled how to deal with it. So it's just, after the race, you mustn't think about it. You must just stand up and start walking to wherever I need to go. Because if you think about it, then you're gonna die.
Hey, Ruan, these people don't believe, man. But I mean, tell them about the road rage. You were out there on the road. People don't want.
Ruan's gonna commentate on this. I got the race. So what I'm gonna do? Just give me a second. I'm gonna ask to bring my screen up, please. So okay, we got the race here, and I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, and I'm not sure if you're watching it, but I'm gonna give the mic to Thames. And then you take us through what you were taking. So it's 53 seconds, but okay, there's a start and there's some walking in between. But
there's hills as well.
And some hills. So
yeah,
here we
hills.
go.
Come
3, 2, 1. And you guys are off.
All right, Ruan, I'm currently watching the race, and it's the 400 meter on the street. I came out like a rocket. Man, I'm swinging my arms at the moment. Madima leading this one. Ruan Oosthuizen in 4th place. He is behind at the moment.
We hit some buffers.
We are back, and still in the lead. Themba still in the lead. Ruan Oosthuizen in 2nd place. Currently, Ruan is starting to reel me in, and I can see he's trying to make his attack. Madima still in the lead.
And it was a vicious attack. Here it comes.
And there we go. One attacks Madima, and it looks like Ruan is gonna take this one. Ruan is passing. He's moving past. Oh my goodness! It looks like Ruan is taking the lead all of a sudden. With 10 meters to go, Themba Madima, the vendor, pulls out one more kick. Ladies and gentlemen, for vendor, Themba Madima for the win. Shumani virtual. That was a great race, Ruan. I hope you'll never forget that race. Don't forget, man. We need to do
What
another
does he
one.
say about the race? Let's listen to him. You
Tell us about the race. Do you remember that race?
Very lightly.
What was going on in your mind?
brilliant answer.
What was going on in your mind when you thought you were gonna pass the event that day? Come on, Ruan. What was going on in your mind?
Well, I was racing against Themba, and I know he's like busy with the big men out there, so I was like,
A big head.
I must
yeah.
just do my best, because then I can have my like name lifted up and people can see me. You know.
You did that, man. You almost embarrassed me, man. And well done. And you know,
Not embarrassing.
hey, you almost killed me. It's gonna kill me. And I mean, congrats on your season. That 47.05, you deserve it, man. And I
Congrats being the best track athlete.
best track athlete as well.
At the Twitter Super School Series.
The Twiza Super School, as well as, you know, we believe that the 46 is coming. So keep at it, man. Keep working. Next year, the final, we're expecting pew, 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 pew. Fireworks.
Yay.
Yes.
All right, buddy. Thanks a lot, and thanks for joining in, yeah?
Okay, have a great night, guys.
Same
Cool,
to you,
man.
man.
Cheers,
Cheers,
cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Cool. I like it. He's quick on his feet.
He's clever. He's clever.
Very lightly.
Very like making something.
There's a
that
distinct ring about it.
All that I could think of.
Yeah, are you proud for picking on a younger athlete?
Hey,
You were
man.
supposed to win. I mean, you should have won by a gap.
No, there's no gap.
What do you mean no gap?
Do you know what we did that day? We ran a 600.
You are still the senior.
And I won. I won. Come on.
It's not an excuse if he did the exact same 600 as you as well.
He didn't. He ran 200.
Right. Yeah, no, wait to get him back online.
Hey, where is he? Call him. I'll show him again.
All I'm
Next year.
thinking about is
Rematch.
Backtrack
Hey,
right
Ruan, if you're watching, a rematch. I
Okay,
watch.
I'll
so
join
let's hit Precious up.
Let's try Precious Mulepo.
See if she is
Yes.
online.
Of course. Oh, she's just replied to me. She's ready.
She's
Oh,
ready.
nice. Very nice.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hello, Precious.
Pressure.
Hi.
How are you doing, Precious Mulepo?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. This is Themba Madima here speaking, and I've got Akani Simbine in front of me. He's got some questions. I've got Couto in front of me. He's also got some questions to ask you, Erwin Schmidt as well. So we want to talk about the Twiza Super School Series. You were named Best Female Track Athlete. Just tell us about that. How did you feel getting that for your competition, as well as how did you feel about running at the Twiza event?
Firstly, I didn't really expect it. Like, I wasn't expecting to win the 200-meter race. But then it happened, and I was happy. And I was expecting more in the 400 meters.
Yeah, I know you ran a PB in the 200, right?
Yes.
Yes, and then you go on.
And then I actually expected a PB also in the 400, but then it didn't happen. But I was happy that I was involved in the teaser.
Nah, that's good. And for you, oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, and that you still have that opportunity next year, you know, to go and
Yes.
make your PB better and better and better. But
Yeah.
do you where do you see yourself going after here? How fast do you want to go, actually?
After
How fast do you want to run?
I just wanna run the essay record.
Ooh.
Yes, that's
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, let's cheer that up.
So you want the essay record in the 200 and the 400?
No, 400. I don't like 200 actually.
You don't like the sprinting. It's nice to sprint.
It feels fast for me.
It's too fast.
Yeah.
So you want to go to the lactic side?
I'm used to it.
You're strong. But all the best.
Thank you.
Sharp.
Bye.
All right, thanks a lot, Precious. And that was Precious Mulepo who joined in. Yeah, fantastic runner. This is one for the future. She's got so much potential.
Did you see her go out in the 400?
She does not wait.
She goes. Go.
She has no fear.
Gone.
I was even, who was I? Yes, I watched the 200, I think, with you. No. Yeah, and then...
Yeah, we watched the race of it.
Yeah, one of her races, I was just going to check one of our guys, and Manus was over there, and he actually stopped me. And then I said, "Is your girl ready?" And he's like, "You are so confident. We've got this. We've got this." But now, Themba, when is the next time that we'll be able to watch Precious compete, and Ruan and Aiden?
So basically, how it stands now, the like as we mentioned, the Twiza Regionals 1 that was in Remsa. The next one is
in Cape Town.
Is number 2 in Greenpoint in Cape Town, and then the finals are next year. So we'll see them again in the finals. So this was for them to qualify in order for them to be able to compete in the final. That's how the competition works. I think that's what makes it so fun, you know what I mean? Because the top schools get an opportunity to, it's October. It's not always that easy to run fast.
Yeah.
But next year, when is the final?
Then it's
They
gonna
are
be
fit.
Imagine.
They're fit. They ready.
Yeah.
It's in season.
Come on.
They running
before
fast.
nationals.
It's before essays.
So they're ready.
I
I
feel
even
like
get goosebumps, man.
I feel like it's kind of the same feel as what they have in America, kind of that same
Yeah.
system.
Yeah.
They've got the championship before the actual
Qualifiers.
championship.
Yeah.
And that's exciting.
Yeah, you got your NCAAs before you hit the
Before you
trials.
hit trials.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
You know the NCAA
Yeah, so you hit
system, Smitty?
okay. So there's firstly athletics in America. Once you hit the college level, and some of these races like the Drake relays, the Penn relays, you get even your Kansas relays, all the big ones. This is not. I'm just talking about after your indoor. You hit your conference championships. So you have all these relays you run to qualify for your team to represent your university at your conference champ. So that's your Big 12s, Big 10s, whatever it might be. Then from there you go on to your regionals. You have to qualify for nationals, NCAA nationals. Then you run your nationals, and all of these meets teams are scored.
Yeah.
So this is similar to that, and then you get your team trials where 1, 2, and 3 goes. Boom. So yeah, that's how that works. But I got a little treat for us. If you can share my screen, please.
Yeah.
I love treats, man.
So this is Precious's race. This is
Man,
the
she
400.
goes, man.
Yeah.
So thanks to Themba. Wait.
No fear.
Okay. Let's see
No
what
fear at all.
I'm just gonna pause it for a sec.
Zero fear.
Here we go.
Precious.
She's
Zero
in
fear.
lane 4. Lane 4, 5 Thames, 5.
5.
Oof, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
She's just gone.
Look at it. Immediately out of the block, we got Precious Mulepo back straight, and she's just moving. Look how aggressive she runs at the back there.
Man.
And she's smooth. In front,
Those
taking it
strides.
out. She's got good height. She looks like an 800-meter runner. Maybe we must invite her over.
Leave her in the hole.
And there's the finish. Precious Mulepo running straight for the line in this one, and she's clear. In second place, it looks like it's a partner from Prestige College as well. But Precious Mulepo will run away with this one with a phenomenal time. Great stuff.
See, the stride didn't break.
Did not break at all.
The stride did not break.
She loves the lactic, she loves the pain, and she did very well.
4-1-8.
So big up
It's
to
me.
her.
I don't understand how that's possible.
I feel like you're.
I literally never run into them the whole week.
What's going on? Oh.
I watched that race, and then she just goes. And her stride, like, her back straight is so mature. Guys, if you understand 400, she ran that back straight fast and relaxed, and that made all the difference.
Yeah.
And it's almost like she's really well coached. Her coach, well done.
Yeah.
She accelerates going into the bend, accelerates out of the bend, and that
Yeah.
just gives us all the momentum, and she just keeps ticking. She just goes.
She's a 53 runner. So, like you said,
At that age.
At that age, she was very disappointed. I mean, she was 15. I think she was like 15 or so when she ran 53.
Wow.
53 low. You know what I mean? I remember it was a Tucson. It was one of the event, actually the Puma event, Puma School of Speed, which we're gonna touch on as well in a bit. That's where she did it, and I mean, just to see that Wenda was like, whoa, you know what I mean? This girl is ready to compete with us. And she hasn't stopped, just building that
get
momentum,
faster,
keeping
stronger.
her healthy, keeping her stronger.
It's
Sky's the
amazing.
limit,
It's
kid.
really nice. Sky is the limit. And what is it? I think it's a 50, a low 50, 50.2. I don't know. Is the SA record sub 50? Might be.
It's a record of
The
sub
senior
50.
one.
Yeah, 49, 40. I think it's yeah.
From, what is it? What's the name? Sterling. Let me
No,
check.
didn't
Yeah.
Costa run it?
So
Yeah. That's in the 50. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, so she's definitely on the right path. I mean, and she might hate the 200, but she should make the 200 an ally and use her strength for the future, because once she decides to really focus on 400, she would have gained all the speed from the. I mean, you saw how she went out.
Guns blazing.
No fear,
that
guns
200
blazing with
pace.
that speed. The more speed you have, the more you can buffer. So if she had to be, say, a 23 runner, her running at 25
Easy.
is easy for the first 200. 25 is 50.
Okay, I want to ask a question. Akani Simbine, Kurt Couto.
Don't even.
No, what?
Don't even.
Come on, guys.
Okay, go on.
God.
Okay, I'm gonna make it a bit fair.
Okay, yes.
Over a 350 meter,
Couto finish me.
300 meter.
I'm dead. Do you know why, Madima?
Over a beer mile?
But let me tell you. So this is one of the things about the sprinters. I believe Akani might even have the potential to run a low 45, if not just dip 45 on his first race, but then never ever again. He will know what lactic is like, and he will run it conservative.
Fear.
And I know what this man does on a 250. That's why on a 300, I have no chance whatsoever. Because
350?
No, 350.
He'll
Because
finish me.
I know where he'll hit the wall. So for instance, if you have to go, like I was speaking about Buffer, he's a sub 20 runner. He just needs to take it out in sub 22, man. I don't even have a sub 22 as a personal best, and he just broke it. He breaks me.
You don't
Done.
have a sub 22, kid?
No, I don't know how to run a 200.
So I can smoke you.
Didn't you get
No, you
21.9
can't
or
smoke me,
something?
man.
Curtis, I got a 21.7, bro.
Thames.
Okay,
You
so that's
don't go and pull a spare wheel.
Thank you. But 300 meter, I'm done. Look, let me give you an example. Clarence. It's a 31. That's a world junior record that boy has.
Sheesh. Fast.
Just it.
Okay, I hear
They
you.
move. Sprinters can go.
Ish. Okay.
but-
So,
Tyson Gay.
SA 400 meter ladies record. In third place. Okay, there's 3 times. All right? And tell me who ran what.
Okay.
Don't show this. Please don't show this. This is a questionnaire. But 50.05. 25 September 2000.
Oh, that's what's the name?
Olympic Games in Sydney, Australia.
Adris Kuma.
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
It's something sadling or serling.
Whoa. Okay, you're onto something. You might know it.
Geraldine.
No, last name Quinn.
Oh, sis.
Heidi Quinn.
Heidi.
Oh,
Yes, it's Heidi. Yeah.
50.05 had the written.
Change.
The cinema was something else.
Shirley.
before.
Serling or something.
Sayerling. Sayerling.
No. She's Quinn.
She's Quinn now.
Ah, but come on, guys. I
No,
was saying
not
the whole
but come
time,
on,
man.
relax.
You guys are shutting me
I'll
down.
I'll give it to you.
Okay, well done.
Okay, cool, well done. He was actually thinking shikling or something like that.
Chicken wing.
Chicken wings. Chicken wing. All right, then that was broken twice. 49.96.
Oh my goodness.
Adris Kuma.
Oh, it's Casta. Can only be Casta. Casta broke both of them. That's it. And
Yeah, it's
and that's my
Casta.
final answer.
I also go
And
Casta.
that's the bottom line.
Costa Semenya, okay, cool.
you.
At African Champs, Asaba, Nigeria.
Asaba.
2018. But then, that was 3rd of August. The 8th of September, that fell again.
It can only be one.
Costa.
Casta's a me.
Again, Costa at the Continental Cup.
So she ran.
49.62.
She ran the SA record at Asaba.
Yes,
that
she
track.
did.
Oh my
Amen.
On the road.
goodness.
On the off-road. On the off-road track.
Off-road.
It was a rally. It was a rally.
That track was sad.
It's a record then, and she broke it literally about a month month and 4 days later.
She was in shape.
No, it's just- but while I'm actually browsing this, I see something very interesting.
Hit us.
Something for Akani.
Oh, what is?
It's something that you don't have.
Oh my
It's a
goodness.
9.41.
I know who
I
did
know
it.
what it is.
What's a 941 in yards?
I know.
It's the
Yeah.
fastest.
Yards, yeah.
In South Africa.
Yeah.
In South Africa, it's an official South African record
Must go running.
with a legal wind.
It's probably Clarence.
Nope.
Man, who holds it? Think about it. Take a second.
Anaso.
Nope.
I don't know. Who? Me?
Nope.
Simon Makakwe. 100 yards, 9.41, 17th of June 2014
Strava,
at Strava Golden Spot.
I was
Now
playing
it
by
comes
all
back.
the athletes that ran at Strava. I'm like, because I know Strava's the only meet
Yeah, everything
that does
falls
yards.
there. Everything falls there.
It's fast.
That track is fast.
Hey man, you can
And we got you at the 150, equaled with, and also Jobodwana,
Ish.
15.08.
Yeah, and you shut down on the line.
I shut down.
Do we have
But-
the race?
But that one was ish. I was
Jet lagged.
jet lagged and I wanted to prove a point to people.
But you shut
Yeah.
down.
Point proven.
Yeah. Why did you shut down, man?
Because I was proving a point.
You said it's a snack.
I was just like, I'm
taste.
just here. I'm here. You better realize.
Are we gonna check that race or should we? Are we gonna move on?
I'll get that race for you if you
Okay,
really
we'll check
want
it out.
to.
We'll check it out. I think it was a cool one. All right, but also coming up, guys, we've got the Puma School of Speed competition. Fantastic competition that is coming up. It's another school competition, and I mean this competition has served us so well with the likes of Patu Chedzo. He made very good use of it recently. But I mean, there's endless athletes that have Luke Davids. Yara van Staden, who else? Come on, a lot of them. Okay,
Themba Madima.
no, I've been too old for those.
Before our times, though.
Way before our time. Hey, remember when I was? Okay, let's keep
Show
going.
some of the tracks.
So it was way before our time. And I mean, this competition is gonna be back, and it's continuing to pay.
This is that competition where they have the principals and what.
Yes, Brenkies was vice president principal for.
When Usain came.
Yeah,
Correct.
that was fantastic. So the first one is gonna be on the 6th. The 30th of October. We've got the first Puma School of Speed competition. There is down at Dal Josephat, Parel,
Cape
Cape Town, we accept Parel. And then the second one is on the 6th of November. That's at Tucks of Nux.
Oh, cool.
And then the last one is at Remsig, 13 November. So hey, a lot of athletes coming up week after
cool,
week
man.
after
That's
week.
so cool.
Bari back, lay back. Week after week, we're going to be seeing a lot of top athletes, top high school athletes competing.
Oh yeah. And there's,
Yeah.
so I'm looking forward to that. So you guys want the race at your back?
Before you go there, is it the same concept of Twizzler as well? Or is
No,
just
no, no.
No.
speed?
This is
individual.
This is individual.
This is
Oh.
this is me against the world.
And is there like semis, finals, or do they take time?
They used to
placings?
do that. They used to do in some events. I haven't seen the official program, but I know there's usually heats, and then in the evening they run
That's
finals.
what's up.
So that's very exciting. I think it's one of the few competitions that happen on a day where you've got actually rounds.
That's so cool.
So that's how you prepare for nationals. So
That's
it's,
nice.
it's interesting. So
Yeah.
it's a big up to them as well. So let's go to the Akani Simbine video.
Yeah, the equal 150 meter
I was
SA
proving a
record.
point, guys.
We was shutting down.
Avu Mark.
Just listen to the commentary, guys.
And it's a clean start in the 150 men. Gifliotela immediately moves through the front. Clarence Munyaya and Akani Simbine. That's what the action is happening. Patucheta Musanganyi is also out fast. John in lane number 2 is also trying to push for Akani Simbine and Clarence Munyaya. Patucheta is also still in there, but Akani Simbine is going to pull away. Will Clarence catch him? It looks like it's going to be Akani
did
Simbine
stop.
taking this one.
You stopped for about 25 meters. And you already turned around to give people hugs.
As you look at the slow motion,
I just had to prove a point.
Point
Talking. And my
Point
thing is
proven.
like sometimes I get to a point where if you're gonna talk, let's go run.
Back it up.
Let's go run, you back it up and you make sure you whatever you are saying to me or whatever you are saying to whoever, you put it on the track.
Yeah, I wanna
And no
take
matter
my
where,
horse.
even if you find me now in the off season and you say come let's go run,
Let's go.
and I will go. I will switch on.
Super competitive, man.
Very
I think I can beat you in FIFA though.
no ways.
Listen, next Olympics, I'm gonna throw so much shit talk your way.
Boom, all of it. Boom.
This guy said. This guy said
Yo, man, you should. Bro. I'm gonna be
bad.
I'm gonna be like, yo, people are gonna be like, why is Akani like this now? No, I'm like, and when I do interviews, one of my mates told me all of these things, and I was just like, I don't understand. Why are people like this? But it is what it is. I came here to prove a point.
He's gonna be like, come back, Drake. Why don't you run?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, cool. All right, Thames, what's next?
All right. So we've touched on the dates of the Puma event. That is, we said it's 30 October. We've got 6 November as well as the 13th. You guys know the concept of the competition. Everybody's fine with that, right? So next up, we got a viewer's choice question. This was from Linda Sikweza. So we ran a bit of a poll on poll.
Paul.
P-O-L-L.
Yeah, P-O-L-L. Poll.
Hi, Paul.
Not a P-O-L-E.
Sounds like you're from
Or a P-A-U-L.
quite English here. Huh?
Hey, my vendor roots come out. We ran a poll. So the question was from Linda Sikweza. She says, what is the science behind the sport? You know, when it comes to performance, what is the science? You know, is it all about just running fast and getting as fast as possible? Or, you know, she wants to know that personally from you, Akani.
The science behind the sport, it's different for every event, but for the speed, it's I always say speed is always contradictory because you need to run hard but run soft.
Yeah.
You need to run tense, but you need to be relaxed. You know, and they always say if you feel like you're running slow, it actually means you're running fast. But the science, I feel like it's literally just watch airplanes. Actually, literally, if you can watch airplanes and understand what is happening with an airplane and how it lifts off, you have sprinting, you have running, because you have to come off from that angle of a plane coming down in 45 degrees, bringing yourself up, you know, and that is sprinting, and it's a lot to break down. I think sprinting is also like doing the 100 meters is one of the most difficult things to break down because there's so many components to sprinting. There's so many things you need to do in that short space of time, and it's hard to actually capture every little moment of it.
You know, I mean, running looks like a basic thing. Get there, put on your shoes, whether it's spikes or even if you're running barefoot, what's one. If you're fast, you're fast. You don't need the science, just run. You know.
Yes and no. Like, if I have to take the science for 400 hurdles, it's Varholm's mentality. Because he races no one. It's him, his focus, and he's not fearful of going to the line. And that's most of the time when you do a 400, that's what limits the athletes. The fear of the lactic. So if you can be competitive and go, you've captured it. That's why I like racing. It's fine. When you go and race, you go and race. We're going to be dipping there in the line.
So, like, the science now, where does it begin? You know, what type of team do you work on to make sure that performance-wise you're at your best? I mean, there's recovery, there's performance, there's all these things. It's so complicated. I think that's what people are trying to also understand, you know.
It's a lot.
Now, even with the mentality to be able to say, the people that are behind me,
it's a lot.
Are going to help me to get to what I've set for myself, you know, personal goals and dreams, etc.
Like, it's a lot. Like, I think since Kurt and I started training together, I think my team has grown every year. Because it's literally adding another component to it. When I started with my coach and I, and I was my coach, and my coach was me, my coach, my trainer. My coach, trainer, physio. My coach, trainer, physio, doctor.
Okay.
My coach, trainer, physio, nutritionist, doctor.
Yeah.
Now it's all of those
Psychologist.
plus a psychologist.
Oh my
Manager.
Then all of those plus all of and someone that can read the data that we need to be read. So, like Helen.
Yeah, analysis and all that.
Does the analysis, video capturing, analyzing where my foot is touching down, all of that. So you need sports science people as well.
Oh my goodness.
It's
That is super cool.
It's like 10 factors, and it's still adding more. I need to put someone else in.
Oh my.
Yeah, if I had my team around me, I think it was 7 was the minimum.
Yeah.
7 the minimum.
I mean, that the team in athletics is so big, but when you get on the line, that's where there's one representative.
It's just one you
know what I'm saying?
representing all of those people.
Very simple. South African democracy, there's a party, they vote for whoever is the candidate. When he represents everybody. When you run on the track, you represent. Can you hear me?
I understand. I understand.
And it's like, believe it or not, the core is literally your own engine, but everything needs to tick around your coach. Your coach just feeds. If your coach needs to be so clear as to say, I want X, Y, Z, A, B, C, K, L, M. All those just.
So there's a lot of work behind it.
Too much.
And I think there's a nice thing when you look at, chatting to, when you hear how the systems in America are when it comes to this. I think they're probably one of those guys in the forefront comes to, it's available for everybody. You're Akani Simbine, you've been able to place people strategically and to say, okay, these are the guys I need to work with. You know what I mean? I think this is something more for all of these young bambinos as well, these young kids that are coming up. So, we've got a lot of work to do now.
We do.
Oh yeah, we definitely have.
Tell us about the American system, Smitty. I mean, before the guys, before you get into a university, you already know about your recovery program. You know when you can see a physio, all this stuff. Is it different from what you've seen in South Africa?
Well, I didn't run and compete in South Africa up until through the high school. So from what I've seen there, it's similar to what Akani says now, minus a psychologist. That's only there available if you're a little bit off the tracks. But I'm sure if you're having some other problems. Just saying, the old college blues and stuff that you might go through, or being away from home. But it's a lot similar. I know after Leon and myself left the Huskers, they really honed down on sports science, where they did the video analysis. They were doing video analysis of your racing, but definitely not your foot. I also think within the 100 meters, I'm comparing now what Akani said is, he's looking for that 1%, that 2%, or the little small things. You can continue doing the same thing over and over, but how do you get to that 984? And you consistently running 991s. It's a little like, how quick is those splits? It's like boom, it's gone.
Yeah.
So that really takes you past the what I think would be normally humanly possible without your team. So the Americans usually they hone down on it pretty quick, but as soon as someone did it and it really worked, and there's a case, and then they roll it out.
Yeah, facts.
Absolutely. I think one of the topics we were going to touch on, especially with the people were, very eager to hear about the topic of pushing limits and staying on top. Those are like it's almost 2 worlds apart, but that's how you do it. You know what I mean? Curtis, you've done 4 Olympics. Oh my goodness,
that's a dream, man.
Come on, man, 4 Olympics.
It's a dream.
Give me one. Kurt.
Themba.
Pushing limits, staying on top.
You just, you're motivated.
That's good.
You need to have a great team behind you.
Yeah.
And you need to trust the process. So you can't wake up and say, I'm going to the Olympics. You can't wake up and say I'm going to win a gold. Usain Bolt didn't even make the semi-finals in Athens, and then he never lost any Olympic race. So it's just, it's work hard, stay dedicated, humble. Coach, great. You need to have a great coach. Your coach can literally unlock your potential.
4 Olympics. Come on, that's 16
I was
years.
lucky, man.
There's no such thing as lucky, man. You know what I mean? The thing is that, man, those feet of yours, man, were built and made for running around the track, jumping obstacles. And you've
I
done
go over hurdles.
Oh, is the obstacle? Is
I
the hurdles?
don't jump.
Oh, okay. I thought it
you.
was okay.
Say sorry. Say sorry.
So sorry. The
Thank
way
you.
I used to do it was jumping. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what
Yeah,
we did. Very good.
that's what we did. That you jump over the hurdle, or they run over the hurdle. Oh, sorry.
We jump over the
Excuse
hurdles,
us,
bro.
good.
But on my fence.
Pushing limits, staying on top.
Hey man, I think as an athlete, you've always got to push your limits. You've always got to push limits to get to your goal. But once you get to that goal, there has to be another goal. You get to that goal, there has to be another goal.
That's good.
And I have a big goal, which is my end goal. But in that end goal, there are smaller goals in between that. Between me and the big goal. There's smaller goals in between that, but then just making sure you push yourself, because you don't know how much your body can give.
Yeah,
you never truly actually know.
Yeah,
and if you decide, I'm not good enough, I'm gonna stop now. You don't know what was knocking the door. So. It's one of those things. I just say that as humans, you always just gotta push. You always gotta make sure you are pushing your limits and making sure you are running your own race, and no one can tell you what your own race is.
Yeah,
only you decide what your own race is.
I like that, man. Where you say, I think that's the one philosophy I've always respected or believed in when it comes to sport or athletics or whatever, is that the next race could be the race that changes your life forever. You get what I'm saying? And whether it's in the heat, you don't know. Maybe it's in the final. You know what I mean? You just have to make it through all the rounds, show up there, and who knows? Maybe it's in the next race, and your coach says go, and you don't feel like it, and you rock up there. And it's usually with most athletes, it's the races where they thought, I don't even feel like it. I don't think I'm gonna run fast today. Boom, records fall.
Bro,
they tumble.
When I went 8-4,
my
Hemi was acting up.
Yeah,
and I was like, what? I'm.
Now you want to tell me you need a hamstring that's not working, and people giving you negativity.
It's pushing against adversity, bro. But the morning I woke up, Hemi was sore. I was just like, what is going on? I don't know what is this. But you find yourself at the track, you get your mind in it, and you're like, hey, see what the body gives, we'll see.
I'm taking your spikes before you run and just giving you tackies.
999. What? In tackies?
Can you believe it?
Tackies,
yo. But I mean, that's the beauty of the sport, man. The sport is, it's the next race is always around the corner. But we're gonna get to that point, guys. We need to wrap it up. We've been going for a while. We've had a good time. Akani Simbine in the building. Couto
Couto
in the building. Obrigado, Mozambican Express.
And
as well as Erwin Schmidt. Alles gut, ja?
Alles goed.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for joining us this evening. I mean, I hope you guys had a good time chatting with, chilling with us during podcast number 10. It's only 10, huh? That's exciting, man.
Only 10 with the sub 10.
Oh,
I was thinking about that. Perfect timing.
That's when we bring in the big dog. Number 10, just a nice round number.
Oh, yeah.
Final thoughts, guys? Final messages?
Cut.
Look, the sport. I will speak for South Africa. The sport in South Africa is going in the right direction. Track and field is at a stage that it needs, how can I say, that breakthrough, you know. So it's there, and it needs to just break the wall, you know. So when I say it's not 1 or 2 medals, that's expected from a country like this. They just need to break the wall, and if they break that wall, they will come. Especially in track and field, they will come. I mean, if the juniors that went to Kenya, they did well. The junior system works really well in South Africa, and then you just need to nurture that and go.
Boom.
You must trust the coaches, you know.
Aish.
Invest.
Come on.
Invest in yourselves.
And that's it.
Make sure that you
Think elite. Elite. And thinking elite is not, if I get a sponsorship.
deal.
No. That's not
Don't even
thinking
forget
elite.
about these deals.
Gotta be
Forget
hungry,
about
man.
the deal. That's
Don't
it.
forget about them
You gotta
deals.
think elite. Eat right, sleep right, go to
That's
training,
actually
be
a
on
good
time.
topic for a podcast.
Be on time, you know.
Do that next.
Think elite,
next.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
recovery. Not yes, I'm young, I can go and have fun. No. There's a time.
PBs are fun, no?
There's a time for chicken nuggets.
That's it, man.
The time for
There's a time for everything. But stick
Simbine?
with the wheat bix. Alright, guys. Okay.
For me, I think Kurt said it all, you know. I'm just really keen to see the youth and the juniors come through,
Yeah.
you know, and just have them on the circuit, have them at World Champs, have them at Olympic Games. And that's something the youth needs to believe that they can do, you know, and that's what
Amen.
I'm going to leave them with. Believe you
Amen.
can do it, and I'll see you at the track.
Yeah, awesome.
Smitty.
Now I'm just saying goodbye.
Alright. Ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
that's super knowledge right there.
That's big stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining in this evening. We had a great time. And yeah, we'll see you again soon. Next week we'll be back with some interesting new characters. And yeah, see you soon, guys. Take care. Goodbye.
Peace out.
Au
Yo, yo.
revoir.
Ciao.
By athletes for athletes. BackSports. By athletes for athletes. BackSports.